In the shadow of the haunted hill, whispers of a chilling legend send shivers down the spines of those who dare to recount it. A mystery that has entangled the fates of many, a tale of eerie moans that slice through the silent night like a cold wind. This is the story of the mysterious moaning, scary stories of the haunted hill, a narrative that promises to keep you wide-eyed long past bedtime. In the small, quaint town of Willow's End, there stood a hill that loomed over the picturesque houses and gardens. But this was no ordinary hill. Locals called it the Haunted Hill, a place where the veil between the worlds of the living and the dead was said to be perilously thin. It was there that Edward Martin, a father of two, first heard the inexplicable moans that gave the hill its ominous reputation. He was a practical man, one who scoffed at ghostly tales, but what he witnessed one fateful night would change his skepticism forever. Edward, while returning home from his late shift at the mill, took a shortcut over the hill. The moon, a mere sliver, barely lit his path, and the world around him was bathed in a murky darkness. As his feet crunched over the frosted grass, he heard it, a low, mournful moan that seemed to come from the very earth beneath him. Startled, he froze, straining his ears, and there it was again, a sound like no other, filled with such sorrow it made his heart heavy. The town's historian, old Mrs. Thorne, had a trove of stories about the hill, but none as vivid as the tale of the young lovers, Annabelle and James, who vanished on a night much like the one Edward experienced. They had planned to elope, wishing to start a new life away from the disapproving eyes of their families. It was suspected that they met a tragic fate, lost in the dense fog that often hung over the hill, their desperate cries for help dissolving into the same moans that plagued the nights. Decades passed, but the stories persisted, the moans becoming a harbinger of unease. Many braved a hill, hoping to dispel the myths, only to return with their own accounts of the haunting moans, some claiming to have seen ghostly apparitions wandering aimlessly among the trees, locked in an eternal search. The town's bravest soul, a young girl named Abigail, saw the hill's mystery as a challenge. Armed with nothing but her torch and unwavering courage, she set out to unravel the secrets of the moans. She camped at the summit through the night, recording every sound, every whisper of the wind, determined to unearth a logical explanation. As the night deepened, the air grew colder, and the silence of the hill was broken by the all-too-familiar moans. Abigail held her breath, her heart racing, as she followed the sound to its source. There, hidden within an ancient hollow tree, lay the opening to a deep cavern, and from its depths came the moans that had haunted the hill for years. But it was no ghost that caused these sounds. Rather, it was the natural acoustics of the cavern, echoing the howling winds that funneled through its chambers, a simple yet profound revelation that laid the ghostly tales to rest. The discovery was a triumph for the scientific-minded, but for those who relished the allure of the unknown, the haunted hill still held an enchanting mystique. Tales of the moaning continued to be told by the fireside, each story adding layers to the legend. The hill became a symbol of the town's collective fears and fascinations, a testament to the power of mystery and the human imagination. As the years rolled on, the moaning cavern was sealed, deemed unsafe by the authorities, but the moans, whether by genuine echoes or by sheer belief, were still heard, a soft lament that lingered in the air, a reminder of that thin line where reality blurs into the realm of the extraordinary. In the quiet of the night, when the moon casts its ghostly glow over Haunted Hill, the moans still whisper to those who listen closely, a timeless echo that binds the past to the present, truth to legend. It's a story that holds the essence of mystery, a dark bedtime tale that refuses to fade, even as the night gives way to dawn. And so, under the watchful sky, the moaning of the Haunted Hill continues to captivate, to intrigue, and, perhaps, to haunt our dreams.